to the big house, Michigan Stadium. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Oklahoma Sooners and the Michigan Wolverines. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Each and every season, this is one of my favorite games because these are the blue bloods of college football. Two of the winningest programs in the history of the sport. Oklahoma got the win last year against Michigan, and now with Kyle Whittingham under the helm, let's see how Oklahoma at Michigan kicks off here today in the Big House. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Wolverines will kick off first, and here we go. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. So Oklahoma's offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Headed out to lead this team is John Mateer. This quarterback, one of the best in the country, but boy, does he face a stiff challenge with a stingy unit on the other side. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Back to pass, it's Mateer. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Quick throw, but he's not good. Anywhere, the defense was all over him.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Sategna. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. He's thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Keeps looking downfield. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught in the backfield, it's Robinson. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Running inside, it's Robinson. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Dropping back, it's Mateer. Pressure coming. And the missed connection on third down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
He'll field the punt and take it back. Rams him with the stiff arm. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Wolverines offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And standing in the way is one of the best defensive lines in the country.
Well, this is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but David, he better have a clock going off in his head in this one, because this is one of the elite pass rushes in the entire nation as well. Their D-line is absolutely stocked and loaded with athleticism, with guys with bad intentions, and they built this D-line specifically for games like this.
Yeah, so he better be on time, right? Like, that ball needs to be able to come out. You just got to be careful. You don't get away with some of those liberties of holding on to the football, extending plays, because those dudes are in relentless pass rush mode, chasing after you. This will be a great chess match.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wideout. Just feeds the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Third and short now from their own 48. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best play.
Might have a chance. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. See that maze in blue, and you expect tough-minded, hard-nosed running attacks.
I expect big, physical, huge linemen that don't like people, that are going to move them out of the way and do just this, what we did right here. Move the sticks, get first downs on the ground. That's who Michigan is.
And the Wolverines are flying down the field. Underwood buys a little extra time. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And he was held in check in game one, but you're not going to hold him in check for long. And right out the gates, getting a sack in the second ball game, that will not be his last sack of the season. This dude is a ball player.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. Throws toward the end zone. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with a scoring toss from the 33. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. Complete.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Just a short pass to the tight end. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Now the play fake. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. The Sooners line up to punt it away. That first punt was a beauty. They'd take another one just like it. Here's the punt high into the air. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing, Underwood. Got a man, it's Marshall. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First play of the period, first down here. Underwood on the play action. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And when you run the option, you run the risk of putting the ball on the deck, and especially once that thing starts to string out, when the defense does a really good job playing assignment football, man on a man. I got the quarterback taken care of, and you could tell. Had the running back taken care of, too. Nowhere to go with that pitch, and they forced the turnover.
Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Trying play action. Pulls it in. It's Carter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Run inside. It's Robinson. Could be an alley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't having it.
Extra point here will tie the game. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. Fielded in the end zone, it's Stewart. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Underwood to throw. Lofts one high and deep. It's broken up. They took a shot, and he was equal to the challenge to knock it away.
That's just a better job by the defender. He knew he was going to get challenged in this game. He knew these receivers had speed, and they were going to test him. Nice job by that DB knocking it away.
Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Escapes the pressure to his right. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Man, number one area to be successful on 3rd and long, gotta have good protection up front. Check. Great job by the offensive line, keeping their QB clean. He had time to go through his progression, to find the correct guy, and to convert the 3rd down and long.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Might as well stick with him. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Fires to the big fella.
I know everyone's yelling like you didn't get the first down, we need more yards, but if you think about it, nice short completion sets up a 3rd down, and guess what? Nowadays, 4th down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
The run to the left. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Got some room headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Wolverines!
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll start on the ground with Xavier Robinson. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping through the defense. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
So now it's 2nd and long. They'll move the wide receiver. Handoff to Xavier. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. Going to try to get it himself. This defense rises to the occasion, and now deep in this game, will they send out the field goal unit or go for it on 4th and short? So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
Looking for blockers. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that Mike
makes a grab and room to run. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Making side adjustments here. Out of the gun to give to the back. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Fires one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And this will push the offense back as they mark it dead at the 10. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They'll start on the ground with Robinson. He'll push his way forward for a few, and the clock will continue to run. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's lead things off with the Utah State Aggies taking on the number 22 team, the Washington Huskies.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Turns it on in midfield. Running free. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Buys a little time. He's going to run it.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And the Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
Man, I love that play by this corner. You know why? When you run the option and that thing gets spread out, your DBs have to commit to tackling. And how about the cornerback coming up, sticking his face in the fan, and making a play? You love to see DBs tackle like that.
The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Oh, that punt has been cleared for takeoff. Look at it go. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Underwood moves away as he feels pressure. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that 1st down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that 3rd down and short.
Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting a fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Here's the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No fair catches here, looking for room. Continues to fight for yards. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Picked off. What a play to set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's Underwood to throw. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. Play fake, Underwood. Now sliding to his left. Fires on the move. Complete on the comeback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. The Wolverines have pushed it inside the 20. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Strong, firm tackle. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast and low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Quick completion on the out. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Reporting from the Oklahoma sideline, I can see the coaches imploring their team right now. This has to be a turning point. Turning it over on that last drive, it could get out of hand if they don't make something happen right now. You see the coaches and players coming together to try to get that momentum back. I'll keep you posted on if that swings here in their favor. Guys, back to you.
Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. Maybe some room here. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. To the air. It's Mateer. That's caught. It's Harris. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Trailing by multiple possessions in the 3rd and desperately needing to score, they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds him out of the backfield. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the 3rd quarter, 2nd half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the 2nd half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Xavier again. There's some room. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
I tell you what, they're down, but they're not out with this guy. They keep feeding him. He keeps having success on the ground. Maybe I use this now to catapult, use some play action, make some bigger plays down the field, but the run game has not been the problem today.
The Sooners trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Run in the red zone, it's Robinson. And he's in! Touchdown, Oklahoma!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to the right side. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Motion from the wide receiver. Play action with Underwood. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
It'll be 3rd and long. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Wolverines will send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not a lot of room to field this one. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't have... There he goes! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
Makes the grab. It's Sategna. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
Forced out of the pocket. Still running at the 40. Oh, a lot of space. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. They'll stop the clock momentarily here to check on the injured Wolverine. And it's their freshman defensive back who's down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll try to race to the edge on 1st and goal with the wide receiver. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
Really good awareness defensively there, anticipating that jet sweep might be coming. They were excellent on the end of the line of scrimmage, able to stop him for a negative play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
Firing to the right, complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Man, this is a big moment coming up. That's a big 3rd down stop. Now this offense, you've got one shot. You need a touchdown. That's your go-to pass now because it's 4th and a little longer than you would prefer.
To the air, it's Mateer. Lets it fly. Touchdown Sooners. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a master class in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Underwood. Got it in the middle. It's Marsh. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Underwood in the gun on 3rd down. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Throwing, Underwood. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. The Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
And go play action, Bryce Underwood. Takes a hit as he fires. Those 2 failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Motion from the wideout. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Grabs it inside the 15. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. Now a timeout called by the Sooners. That's their first. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the 1st down. After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. A 1st down run on the doorstep. Stopped in his tracks, and they'll have to try it again. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And he's not going to make it this time either. Another stop, and it's 3rd and goal. The Sooners call timeout, and that's their last one. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. After getting nothing on the last play, will they try to throw it into the end zone on 3rd down? On the move. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. Just drives it between the uprights. And the sideline celebration is on as they've taken the lead in the final minute.
That's a big-time kick. Had to have it. Nice job taking the lead. Nice execution. Now, defensively, you know exactly what you're getting in for. One more stop, and this one's over.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
On the play. Second down.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Flips it out in the flat. They do get the clock stopped, but going backwards is not the recipe this late in the game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. Timeout is called by the defense. 19 ticks remaining. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He'll pull it down. Looking for room at the 40. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
They got the clock stopped with the spike, so here we go. One more chance if they're going to pull this one out. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Lost one deep down the right side. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football for David.